Go.
Okay, this was on Guam in 1944. It was late, in the middle of August. The island had been pretty much secured.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, the company commander, who was the only officer left in the company that hadn't been killed or wounded, told the gunnery sergeant to get some men and go back and pick up 4 officers for the company.
Yeah.
So your father and this guy, Granetti, were...
My grandfather.
Your grandfather. were told to get in take a truck.
Yeah.
The gunny took a Jeep and he took another guy, some rebel named Soames or something. And they drove off to the rear area in Guam. There still wasn't any rear area, but they picked up a first lieutenant and 3 second lieutenants.
Right.
So they turn the truck around and they're driving back to the company battalion. And they're going along, and all of a sudden they hear the gunny in the Jeep up front open up with the machine gun mounted on the Jeep. They turn the corner and they see about 4 or 5 Japs running into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
They see a dead one, and the officers, all of them except for the first, one of the second lieutenants, jumped out of the Jeep or the truck and started chasing them. You know, and these, you know, Granetti said they shouldn't do that, and your father said, fuck them, they're officers. So anyways, they're standing there, they're looking looking over the dead Japanese soldier for souvenirs.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, they hear this voice from behind them, hello! And they turn around, and there's this runt of a Japanese soldier standing there.
Yeah.
And he's got his rifle over his head like this.
Yeah.
You know, and he goes, I surrender. You know, and Granetti goes, you surrender? You know, you surrender me. And the old man goes, I'm a corporal, you're not. He's my prisoner. So anyways, they can hear this shooting in the woods. Then they hear an explosion. And the lieutenant who stayed was more or less, you know, he stayed because he thought an officer was needed. So basically after that, they hear the explosion, and the other officers come back. And they're pissed off because one of them said, the first lieutenant, some rebel bastard, said, the cowards blew themselves up.
Mm-hmm.
Japanese would do stuff like that.
Right.
You know, and the old man thought that you ain't no coward if you're going to blow yourself up. So anyways, all of a sudden they see the prisoner. And the 3 of them lift their carbines and they're pointing it at this little Japanese guy.
Yeah.
And basically the Japanese guy's got a look on his face. I think I fucked up. And the gunny stepped in. He goes, he's our prisoner.
Right.
We took him prisoner, not you, Lieutenant. And the lieutenant's giving the gunny a hard time. Says he'll report him. And the gunny goes, hey, report me. We get a case of beer for this little son of a bitch.
Mm.
They used to give guys, if they took a prisoner, they used to give guys beer when they got back to the rear. So anyways, they put the little Jap in the truck, and they put Granetti with him to protect him.
Right.
And the officer who stayed with him, basically, he interceded for the Jap with the other 3 assholes.
Yeah.
And they're all sitting there with their carbines pointing it at the guy.
Yeah. I've got like 40 seconds left.
Okay. So basically, they got him back to the rear, and your grandfather and Granetti charged everybody 25 cents to see the live Jap. They made about $40. And they asked their company commander, how come he surrendered? And he said he was told to fight to the last man by his commander. And they said, yeah, he told me he was the last man.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And, you know, guys asked, can we punch him out and stuff?
Yeah.
I thought your grandfather or Granetti said, no, he's our Jap, not yours.